Hi there guys, how you doing? Tune in as I jam away over the backings I uploaded yesterday and the day before, and we'll have a good time and just hang out. It always helps if you can remember the key, and I'm struggling with that. It's D harmonic minor. But of course, if you want to, you can play our standard pentatonics. That's not a problem. So we can try that. So playing like the first three boxes of the D minor pentatonic scale. So if you know your first box is that's the trusty one on the 10th fret. And then we have the second box. And most people don't know this one, but there are 5 boxes. And if you learn them one by one, you can actually start connecting them. And that's what I did there, just to show you one more time. So. And you can even do it diagonally here. Continue to the 5th box. So lots of possibilities, but if you want to learn the harmonic minor scale, then I suggest you just go to this backing track and you'll find the scale diagram on screen, and that's what I'm playing here. Oh, and by the way, the name of the backing is Dark Groove Metal Backing Track in D harmonic minor, 80 BPM. Oops, wrong key again. Gorky, what's up? Johannes, Mr. Cobb, nice arpeggios, thank you, Vic. I wish I could bend in tune though. Still figuring out this jam. I recorded the backing yesterday, and it's a tad experimental. There are lots of different sections. Thank you, Vic. you, Mr. Cobb. Cap Cut from the Philippines. What's up, my man? Beatmaker. Do I really work? I do. Very hard. I work all the time. And in spite of that, it's very hard to make a living of playing the guitar from the internet. So, yes. Try sweep picking. That's for you, Daryl. Oh, so kind, baby. Keep shredding. I will do. You can do it, man. I'm trying to get more subscribers so I can go live one day. You can do that too. Cool, man. How can I play with such precision? I mean, like you. Thank you for asking, Nicholas. Can I play a single string? What do you want me to do with a single string beat? So that's a cool question. How do you play with precision? So I got a lot of questions about this recently, and I think it goes down to me actually warming up before these sessions. So typically I would just hit the record button, and like 45 minutes in, that's when you would get the shredding. But now I've decided to spend a little bit more time warming up before. So that's why you can see me do these kind of faster runs, which are fairly precise, right? Oh, I forgot. I should say this is an LTD MH1000. Okay, but back to the topic of precision. So the way to get precise is be honest with yourself. A lot of people who want to play fast, they're kind of pushing speed too much. And not only can that be, I mean, it can be counterproductive to actually learning to play fast because you tense up. And when you tense up, you don't tend to learn very well. In fact, I've seen people who actually get worse by pushing speed while being super tense. So that's the number one thing. You gotta play at your comfort speed, preferably a bit below. So it's a good thing to maybe like 10 or 15% of your practice time, you can try pushing speed, but the other 85% of the time, you have to spend playing really slowly and playing really precise. Now, when you do that, it's a bit important to think about the motion mechanics. Another common thing I see a lot is people wanting to play fast, but then they actually practice, the slow version of their playing doesn't really look like when you play fast, right? Because if you look at my right hand, you're gonna see, you can barely see a movement here. So if you want to practice that, you can't really, what I played there was something like that, right? But if you practice that slowly with these big movements, it's just not going to convert to higher speed. So even though you think you're playing slowly and you're playing correctly, you might still be missing out on some super important details like that. Okay, so that's important. There are lots of other pointers. I think it'd get boring if I go through them all, but This is one of the main points when you're trying to build precision and speed. Good morning, brother. Be driven. Sadish, what's up? Yeah, what does it mean by playing a single string? I don't speak Japanese. I wish I did. The Abalone binding is cool. Yeah, I love it as well. It's from their deluxe series. Oh, well, beat maker, you got a single string there. So this is a single string run, right? Deep Purple, lots of requests. As you seek and destroy, Deep Purple. Ah, that was bad. So yeah, I'm horribly bad at cover songs. Please don't ask me. If there is one that I happen to know, then I guess I just have to play it. Good morning, one-man band. Lego Builder, what's up? Okay, so now I uploaded another track the day before yesterday, which was even more experimental. Can we find it? No. Oh, this one. So the reason I upload these experimental tracks is because I want to push myself to play differently. That's the only reason. And I found that even if the backing track is a bit weird, just the fact that I've done it myself really inspires me to play stuff that I don't do over other people's backings. I think it has something to do with the rhythm, I think. You know, if I'm involved in the rhythm section, it's gonna naturally correspond to what I would like to play when soloing. So let's try it. So this is an E harmonic minor. get super experimental, you have this spellbound E harmonic minor backing track. It's always fun. Okay, so there's another metal track which is a bit more, I guess, modern sounding, because it has this somewhat electronic beat. D minor. I messed up. You all went silent, guys. Did I do something wrong? Is it me or is it you? Mustache, standard sign of a fruity mofo. I like it, I like it. So tapping is something I'm working on. Or to be honest, I'm working on everything that you see me play. But it's a new thing that I've never really felt I mastered. It's getting better by the day though, the more I practice. So that vibrato sounds better if you do it slowly, so not if you ask me. That tash is out of control, Broda. What is... Oh, the mustache. Is it that bad? I think it's okay. You can see it as a prolongation of my hair. It just goes down here. Nothing too fancy, just a little bit of facial hair. We got the fish, dude. Nice licks. Thank you, man. Oh, wrong key again. that's groove metal in D minor. If you want to check it out, it's on my channel. So let's go back to the newest one. I want to give it a new shot. I'm still digesting a little bit what to do over it. It's so I come freshly from recording it. Oh, I broke your productivity, man. So what were you producing? Have to ask. Harry, what's up? Okay, so let's try this one. It's called Dark Groove Metal Backing Track in D harmonic minor. Andrei de Lima, ¿cómo está? Cool, Sebastian, software developer. So what language are you working in? The only one I know is JavaScript. Nico, what's up? Okay, C+, cool. Cool backing track. If you want to practice D harmonic minor, then I can recommend it. I have put the graphics on screen, so you can just play the notes where they are. Nico, what's up, my man? So we got, I wonder if we have two Nicos. No. But anyhow, Nico, you are more than welcome. Sorry, don't know Bad Moon Rising. Is that a Joe Satriani song? Don't play Nirvana, that's a new trick. I just had to do it then. It worked. So the 1960s, that's 20 years before I was born. So Ahmed, the song is just a backing track I recorded yesterday, and you can find it on my channel. It's called Dark Groove Metal Track in D harmonic minor. Okay, we have to do some banding here. Can we do it? Hi, user on this channel. Goodbye. Let's do it. I hope I banned the right one up. Yeah, I did. Pantera. I don't know. He did some weird symmetrical shapes. Maybe something like that. Rhonda, thank you so much. So, why is Stairway to Heaven restricted on any guitar shop? That's a very good question. And it has nothing to do with, you know, too many beginners playing Stairway to Heaven. It has everything to do with the mentality of these guitar stores. And the mentality is really bad. They think it's about them. You know, the store owners think that this is, you know, I'm the boss here and I can tell people what to do in my store. But I can tell you that that mentality is partly has contributed to almost all the guitar stores closing here in Stockholm. Because, you know, if they're both more expensive and super impolite, then why would you refrain from buying on the internet? There's absolutely no reason. So the reason it's banned is because classic or typical guitar shop owners are not very customer focused. They are focused on themselves. I guess they're wannabe rock stars or something. So I just dropped my pick. I guess to celebrate that, I should play Stairway to Heaven, but I'm really bad at playing covers. So instead of doing the, which I really can't do, I'm gonna do the polka version. And because it doesn't end there, we have to add some wah-wah to that as well. So if you have a guitar store that doesn't let you play whatever the hell you want when you're trying guitars, then you should just go out of there and buy even more from the internet. That's the way to do it, you know? If you want to have a guitar store these days when web shops are dominating, then you really have to be customer focused. And that does not involve telling people not to play whatever the heck they want to play on your guitars, which they're about to buy. Do, 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 do. Oh man, I don't know that stuff. Do you know the Bart? Ooh, nice. You know, we had Marcus Siefen from Vine Garden on the site for quite some time, and I think he taught that section. If I'm not completely wrong, that's one of the most popular ones. This is what I see. Oh, that's the. Sorry, I don't know it. Why? Okay, so Pantera. Okay, so gotta do some more D harmonic minor. I'm getting a feel for this backing track now. It has this very long build up. I think I forgot to put the ride on it, but it still still works. Oh, cool, Sebastian. So you did check out his lessons. That's pretty cool. Wise words, Nico. Never listen to the haters. Last breath. I don't know if that is. So a lot of the stuff I do is Martin Friedman inspired, you know. You know, he's somewhat random but super cool arpeggios. So, Umid, what's up? And Chris Poland is amazing for sure. But I mean, I guess everybody wants to hear this one. You take a Megadeth song and put way too much delay on it. Watch it become a jam. Okay. One Last Breath. I don't know what track that is. Arpeggios from Hell. So I'm sorry to say that, whatever I learned in terms of cover solos and songs 30 years ago, it's all gone. And the only reason I remember a little bit of it is because people keep asking me, but I never practice it outside of the stream. It's like, how was that? Whatever, Solidly. Thank you. Umid from Turkey. Don Mock's Artful Arpeggios. Sounds like fun. Well, we can play arpeggios. I love arpeggios, but I just don't know, someone else's arpeggio etude. I just know my own improvised etude. That's everything you hear here is just me jamming over my backing track. And the reason I do that and not play what everybody wants me to play is because that bores me to death, The only thing that intrigues me after decades of playing is, the experimental and unpredictable part where I don't know what's going to come out. And half of the time it's crap, but the other half of the time it's interesting. And maybe like a good 20% of that can be really cool. And that's the kind of gold you're searching for in your jams. Holy War. Sorry. And then it's like... Welcome, brother. Arpeggios, just one note per string of a scale. No, arpeggios are chords. So they're chords but played where you play each note individually. So instead of, strumming like that, we're gonna do play those 3 notes but everywhere on the guitar. You can play them fast. Play them slowly. We can add some scalar notes. We can mix them with some blues. And then it gets interesting. So as you learn something new, you're struggling with just where to put the fingers and understanding what the whole thing is about. And when you start playing it, it's a bit easy to get lost in the fact that you're focusing on one thing. And it isn't really supposed to sound amazing on its own. Those kind of things, they start sounding good when you combine them with other techniques, and which is what I showed you there. I said, well, we can add some blues to it. We can add some extra scalar notes from the minor scale, for example. And that's when it gets interesting. So don't give up if you feel that you've just learned an arpeggio and you have no clue what to do with it. It's going to grow with time, and the most obvious applications of whatever you learn are usually not the ones that are going to intrigue you the most. You actually think about the notes you're playing, or is it mostly muscle memory? When I play fast, it's muscle memory, and sometimes just random, because people don't hear what you're doing when you're playing fast. It's more about the flow and the rhythmics. So you can really play just outside notes or chromatics or whatever when you're playing fast. I can show you that once I'm done stretching. Got to take a little break in the shredding. But when I play slowly, that's when I think about the notes. It's super important when you're playing slowly. I wouldn't say I necessarily know what the heck I'm doing, but I try to think of the notes, and mostly to avoid what I did yesterday. We can try that, I have no idea how it's going to sound, but at least it's not similar to whatever melody I just played. So I think we need to get down to earth about the note choice things. It's not that you have to be able to play what you hear in your head. It's just that you want to involve your brain in the process of coming up with a melody. Otherwise, you're just going to let your fingers play from their muscle memory, and that gets boring very quickly. So this is an LTD MH1000. Banjo? No, I can't. I cannot. I did get myself a cajon. Is that how you pronounce it? And it's very fun. It's really kind of plugging that hole I've had in my rhythmic ability for a long time. It's just awesome. So I sit there and do the It's very fun. If I get enough requests, I will drag the cajon out and I will play it for you. Hi, Dimebag. I like it, but Dimebag didn't have this mustache. That's unique to me. One from Metallica. Just totally wrong sound for that, but. Yeah, that's me. All I see. All right, I live and I die, but my heart is here. Not mine. So what type of music do I like to play on the guitar? Good question, good question. I like to play improvised music over my own backing tracks. Like this. Way too fast, way too many notes. But it's fun. From Chile, what's up? I don't know any Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah, I can imagine Metallica won an Emmy for that. Hopefully for other tunes as well. Nico, thanks so much, man. And by the way, this is me playing the bass as well. Listen to this. Yeah, I'm starting to like the bass. I think it's because I've understood better how to, how to record it. And everyone always said that, well, it's not that hard. You just plug the bass in, cut off a bit of low end, and you have a good sound. Like, nah, doesn't work. But it's pretty much like that, I guess. You have to play it as well. You're better than Steve Vai. Man, who's paying you to say this stuff? Thanks so much, man. Yeah, the bass stuff sounds like Dream Theater, doesn't it? I think it's fun to let the bass kind of come out, breathe. Who do you prefer? Find all the backing tracks on YouTube. Well, I used to play on lots of different backing tracks, but then it got so complicated, I think, with the copyright stuff and whatnot. So I just didn't bother anymore. But there are lots of good backing tracks on YouTube. I don't remember the channel names though. Sorry about that. I don't remember much. I'm on the wrong side of 40. Everything escapes me. But what I do these days, if I'm not jamming over my own backing tracks or just like practicing to a metronome or something, is actually to. That's the metronome, by the way. No, but what I do is play with Spotify. So just really well produced and well written songs. And I think that's more interesting than the YouTube backing tracks. But that's totally forbidden in these live streams, of course. You get a copyright strike immediately or something. I don't know what the hell it's called, but. And to be honest with, I always prefer doing my own stuff. So it's just for practicing that I play over other people's tracks. GBK, what's up? Gibson Les Paul or Strat? Oof. So I find myself recording with the Les Paul more often, but I prefer playing a Strat. Actually, my favorite guitar these days is a Telecaster. So we could switch to Telecaster if you want to. Or I guess the correct word is a T-style guitar, which is what this is, right? I often find myself struggling a little bit with the bends whenever I swap guitars. Whoops. So this is a Fujigen T-style guitar. I absolutely love it. I've scalloped it, and the internet is going absolutely crazy about these wave-shaped scallops. You know, half of them, or not half of them, less, are saying like, oh, wow, this is nice, this is genius. And the other, like, I guess it's like 70%. It's like, who the hell scalloped this one? You should fire them. It's like, it's me, I can't fire myself. YouTube moderator. Oh, that's crazy. Can you even call yourself a YouTube moderator? I'm surprised YouTube allows this. So this is some kind of bot. I guess we're gonna have to ban him or her if he keeps going. But you can be here, YouTube moderator, but you can't pretend you're a moderator just because you grab that username. Okay? Bad practice. It's gonna get you banned. So let's try with this guitar instead and see what vibes we get. Nico, have a good one. See you. Thanks for tuning in, man. Okay, so let's go. Oh no, the YouTube moderator has a co-conspirator, co-conspirer, and his name is PTS Official. This is scary, we have two of them. Gonna have to ban two. Thank you, Lakutas. Thank you. Yeah, I love sweeping. One of the things people might get wrong with sweep picking is a lot of times to make it sound good, you gotta focus on the left hand. You know, in the beginning, understandably, you're trying to grasp the sweep picking movement here. No, Pepper, this is just, it's a mirrored video. Hit, what's up? Good to see you. Raincat, awesome. Carl, Swedish weather is good. Thank you, man. So what I've done a lot when learning to sweep pick is to practice this way. So if you can do this, then you can easily add the sweeping. Yeah, sweeping is tricky. Exactly. So practice only with the left hand without picking. So slowly it will be. And you're gonna get noise. So this is just to show you, right? When you're practicing this, you should still keep your right hand here to follow and mute the strings. Svenny, Sweden here. Sverige, Sveriket. Let's add some wah-wah and play some more. Stort tack Svenny! So the fretboard is scalloped, just like Yngwie and Richie Blackmore used to do it, or still do it. I think there's a bass line coming here, let's see. It didn't. I recorded this yesterday and I still forgot about it. Thanks for the request hit. Having some on-screen chord progression is a very cool idea. The thing is, right now I'm focusing on just upping the production and just working on the tracks themselves. So I just spend a minimum amount of time on the video production. When I've reached a certain level, then I might start focusing more on the video, but right now it's all about the audio and getting the tracks the way I want them. And a lot of it is for purely egotistical reasons, because I want more backing tracks to play over, and I'm sharing them with you, but I'm keeping it fairly simple, again, because I'm really focusing on producing the tracks and not so much the video thing. I mean, if you've ever done YouTube videos, you know that you can easily just spend hours and hours editing, and I'm fine with that, but it has to be a video that I really believe in, and these tracks, like I said, are mostly for my own use. But if you want to have a go at them, they're there, and I have scale suggestions and stuff like that in them. Countdown to Extinction or Highway to Hell. Your picking hand looks effortless. Thank you, Velvet. Yeah, I think that's a key here, right? You gotta be, you know. I'm getting a little bit tired in my hand now. Let's turn off the delay. Yeah, you can hear it. No, I'm not in drop D right now. It's just lower this one. Just standard, E standard. I don't know any Russian metal or Russian rock. Sorry, man. I'm not ignoring you. Why do you have the sleeve on your left hand? Don't want. So the sleeve is just to keep me warm, you know. I wouldn't need it if I had a sweater, but since it gets hot in here, you know, there's a, you can see there's a photo light right here shining on me, and of course the playing is super hot, so it gets warm in here, and so I just have a t-shirt, but to still get my left hand, have it really warm and cozy, I use it. It seems to help me a little bit. Just there's nothing worse than straining up because you're cold. So for scalloping, I use just a standard file. I have used a Dremel tool in the past, but I think just it's a bit dangerous because you can easily remove too much wood. And here it's just, well, I was, you know, this is not a guitar I'd like to waste, you know, it's one of my favorite instruments. So I wanted to be very careful with it and just scallop the right amount. And it's very successful because now it's my main guitar for sure. Actually, all my scallops have been very good. You know, as soon as I scalloped the guitar, I started playing it much more. So I'm thinking about doing it on 2 more guitars. We'll see. Yeah, sorry, don't know cytotoxin. So when you tune to drop D, all you do is have the D string as your reference. And then with the same notes, or you can just use a tuner.